Hey everybody. CT here. How y'all doing? It's a beautiful day here in Dixieland, the heart of Dixieland, Maxonville, Florida. Got the flags out this morning, but there's not no wind, so they're not really flying too high. They're just kind of hanging there, but anyway, still pretty just the same. The weather has kind of warmed up some this morning, so had a little frost on the pumpkin earlier, but it's kind of dissipated now. So we're gonna get out here and tinker on the old lap racer for a little while. Now, look back a history of this old car here. I first built this frame, had another body on it. I built it back in the I guess late 80s. I guess it was early 90s maybe. I built that car, run it for a few years, did pretty good with it. Then all of a sudden decided I wanted a new body on there, so I contacted my longtime friend Bob Eubanks at Rusty Acres, and Bob's always willing to help out a fellow Ford racer. So he gave me the body. I brought it home, gutted it out, and actually set it on top of this frame, this rolling chassis with this roll cage and all. But yeah, me and Bob go back a long way. I've known Bob Eubanks since probably 66, about 67, 68 maybe, when I was about 13 years old. And I used to go over to his house. He would rake and scrape and do whatever he could just to live and eat and go racing. The racing was the main thing that he wanted to do. And I'd go over there, and he worked on his old race car in a horse stable and on a somewhat dirt floor. And I'd go over there, and he'd give me a piston to clean or something. I used to hang out with guys that was a little older than me. He'd give me a piston to clean. I'd sit there for an hour and clean that piston, and thought I was really doing something. And man, I thought I was hanging out with Richard Petty. And you know, in a way, I kind of was. Anyway, getting back to the race car, I put the body on here and run it for a few years. And then back in '98, couldn't get the handle. Had just built a new motor for it. Couldn't really get the handle. I said, well, I'm going to park it until I get the handle on the car. And that day never comes, so it's been parked ever since. I guess it was about 97, 98 when I put this body on here. But anyway, the car looked like brand new here till a few years ago when it got, it's been garage kept the whole time, and then all of a sudden I had to get it and put it outside. I kept it tarped for a while, but you know how that goes with tarps. They rot off, and eventually you get tired of putting them on it. And the time and the sun and the wind and the rain has taken its toll on it, but that's all right. All the plastic is gone, as you can tell. I've taken it off. The nose piece is gone. I'm going to be removing the front fenders and the doors and cleaning out the inside some. I may even thinking about taking the sheet metal out of the inside. I've always had a boxed off car, and actually thinking about taking the sheet metal out and actually boxing off the inside, or making it look more like a stock type vehicle instead of all boxed off like that. That's what I'm trying to say. But anyway, that's a little bit of a history on it. And what we're actually going to do today is we're going to try to fire this bad boy up just to see if it'll fire up. Now, what happened was I did try it a couple of days ago, and I couldn't get it to fire up. I was having some issues and couldn't keep it running. So we're going to take and see if we can fire this thing up. Let me get the camera adjusted there. Okay, that ought to be a good bird's eye view right there. So let me go ahead and see if we can fire this bad boy up. I got to get a fuel supply here. Should have done that. Okay, well, let's go. Let's see what we got here. Alrighty, what y'all think about that? It sounds like it's ready to go to the racetrack. I know it's got a few blurps and burbles in it, but gotta consider that thing hasn't been running about 3 years. So anyway, the oil pressure's all good, and heck man, I'm ready to get this thing going. But we're not gonna take it to the racetrack looking like this. We're gonna make it look like brand new when we take it back out again. So alrighty. This is CT, you know, glad we got to spend a few minutes together. Had a little bit of fun firing up the race car and annoying the neighbors. But anyhow, y'all have a great day. CT signing off. Bye.